What if and it goes back? Hello. We're about to get started here. Gonna make this guy look like Jurassic World Evolution Utahraptor. You can hear a raptor in the background. I'm using game as reference. It's right now running in the background. I'm gonna start by using black, as I am gonna use a dry brush technique, but first I need to get the undercolor to be black. Where do I start? I think I'm gonna start with the face here. Alright, no going back now. I'm trying not to get the teeth or inside the mouth, because then we'll be in big trouble, because it already looks good, the inside of the mouth. Don't need to change it from black, because you can see it's like black in there. That's totally fine. That works out with what I'm trying to do here. Right now I'm getting a nice black coat on the front of the face, because I want it as the undercolor for when I go back and dry brush over with the proper colors. Hello. We are just right now painting this Utahraptor figure. Yes, I'm going to try to make him look like the Jurassic World Evolution version. So right now I'm coloring him all black near the face, because I'm gonna dry brush over it. So I want like the cracks of the scales to be black, so when I go over it with a dry brush, you can see the cracks in black. So I think I need to get all of the face in black, and then the tail and the feet. So that is our to do for today. Everyone is in the giveaway as long as you comment in the giveaway video your favorite dinosaur. I actually took out the batteries on this guy so it wouldn't make so much noise during me painting him, for the sake of the video, and also because it would be very annoying to constantly hear him roar every time I accidentally move the tail or anything. So I already took the batteries out, but yeah, just gotta go over it with the base color first, so boring stuff first. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it though. Yeah, everyone that has commented their favorite dinosaurs entered into the giveaway. So that's all you have to do is comment your favorite dinosaur. Yeah, that's kind of like what the color for the Jurassic World evolution one is. It's kind of like a grayish black, and then it has like hints of gold on the feathers. But for right now, I need to get that um that first layer on fully black before I start adding any real colors. I'm trying to avoid getting too close to his mouth because I don't want to paint that. Thank you. I just started. I used to paint like 2 years ago during COVID. I kind of picked up the hobby. So this is not my first dinosaur I'm painting, and it certainly won't be my last. But it's my first one in a while, so. Yeah, I really like the Utahraptor, so that's why I'm doing this in the first place. I really like its design in the Jurassic World games, and what I wanted to turn this into like a little series where this isn't just like not a one-off thing. Like I do this multiple times where I go on and paint a figure to make it look more detailed. The next one I want to do is Distortus Rex. I want to give him like a little more detail than what he does already have. I want to use the posable one as my base, not the electronic one. I feel like that one would be nicer to paint. But for now we're starting here, and then we'll move on to that once I finish this one. My that's actually kind of like what I want to do is I want to put it up for auction just so I can make a little money off of it, because I do want to do better giveaways for you guys, and these giveaways aren't exactly free for me, and it would be nice to do slightly better giveaways, but in order to do that I need to get some money somewhere. And yeah, I work right now, but I mean I got bills to pay and things to do. There's only so much I can give away, but hopefully we can I can make a pretty sick looking Distortus Rex, and we can get some more giveaways going. I already have something planned for the next giveaway. I just want to complete this one before I announce anything, because the one thing I don't know on what to do is the goal. I don't know what goal to put for you guys. You guys are killing it, by the way. Thank you so much for all the support lately. Just hitting the sub button helps out a lot. Looks like he's mostly black in the face already, so I'm gonna go a little bit further down here on the back of his head, and then I'm gonna move on to the legs here. So I thought about taking this figure apart so it'll be easier, and I just had no idea where to start. So we are just gonna do it like this. So yeah, that's looking good. The good thing is that I didn't get any of the mouth painted. That was the biggest concern for me. But yeah, looks like I'm gonna move on to should I move on to I'm gonna move on to the legs. I have a reference picture for the Tortoise Rex I want to use. I already saw someone do a really good one, and it looks pretty close to the movie. So I'm gonna work off of that one. So I want to get as closest to the movie one as possible. What do you guys think about the Tortoise Rex? Do you guys like him? Do you think he's weird? Do you think he's hard to look at but still enjoyed him in the movie? Where do I buy my paint on? Walmart. It's nothing special. You just go to Walmart and you can find it. I would suggest starting small if you're not familiar with how to like paint. It's not that difficult, but I mean, like being like artists, I'm not gonna take that away from like people. Like, it's some people do a really stellar job, but I'm talking about like making it look better than what you get. Like, this isn't that hard to do. Interesting but not accurate. That's a good way to describe the Tortoise Rex. I liked him. I feel like the Mutadons was a little too much. I like putting a monster in the movie. I mean, like something that's like, what you're rooting the good guys to overcome. But I felt like the Mutadons were a little too much. I would have preferred raptors in that scene. That's just because, for the most part, I like when the movies incorporate real dinosaurs. And if you wanted to make the raptors more intimidating, just use Utahraptor. He's a lot bigger. A big beluga. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the design, but I also like his part in the movie. Because it's like, I feel like you're not supposed to like his design. I feel like it's one of those, like, he's supposed to be ugly. Like, he's supposed to be this creature that looks like it wants to die. It's in pain. Did you guys like the movie overall? What was your opinion on that? I would love to know. Starting to run out of paint. There we go. We're getting through this pretty quickly. So yeah, we're gonna do this coat on the bottom of the yeah, I was fully ready, like expecting a fight near the end. I was ready when I saw the Tortoise Rex go into the water. I was like, oh sweet, the Spinosaurus and the Mosasaurus are about to fight the Tortoise Rex, but no, nothing really happened after that. I don't think it was a bad ending. I just kind of, with the expectations of Jurassic Park movies, I was kind of like I felt like I was left wanting more. But overall, I think it was a good movie. You thought it was the worst Jurassic. I don't know. Like, the last two Jurassic, or was it Jurassic World Dominion and Fallen Kingdom, were pretty bad. That's just my opinion, though. But I think they were pretty bad. I like this movie. The sequence with the Spinosaurus and the Mosasaurus was really cool. Because I really like how they use the Mosasaurus, because for the most part, the Mosasaurus in the other movies was kind of just like eye candy. It really didn't do much other than kill that one guy on the hanging off the helicopter, and then kill the babysitter in a really crazy way. That's all it really did. For the most part, it was just kind of like, look, this guy is pretty big and cool looking, but actually fighting the boat was really cool. Trying my best to get every little corner. It's like that one spot does not want to get painted. Here we go. There we go. Let me know what dinosaur would you pick if you won the giveaway? I'm curious about that. He wanted Jiggle physics on the well, like the toy kind of like implied that it would kind of have this like vibrating thing, but it never did it. Let's do Indominus Rex. Yeah, I'm not doing Indominus Rex. He already looks good in my opinion, just like the toy. I just want like a really articulated one. But yeah, I don't think I can make that one much. There's some dinosaurs I don't think I can make look better. I mean, I'm not that good at painting, but I at least know the techniques to make it look like I am good at painting. Look at that, it's almost dry. That was fast. Thank you, appreciate it. I am not painting my Hammond collections. The collector in me doesn't want to touch them. It's like, I just want to keep them how they are. I don't want to add any upgrades or anything to them. I just, you know, the collector in me is telling me not to. But I have no issue doing it with these toys. Like, as doing it to a collectible, I don't know. It kind of doesn't sit right with me, but to a toy, I can do it. Jurassic Fight Club. I have not heard of that. What is Jurassic Fight Club? Fill me in. Oh, should I take that sticker off before we continue? You know what? I'm gonna try to take that sticker off right now. Come on. Come on. There we go. Making some progress, and that did not go well. Okay, I missed that. Oh, there we go. It's okay. Let's start thinking. Yeah, just I want to give these dinosaurs that I feel like won't get Hammond collection figures, I want to give them a little special treatment and make them look nice. Kind of like personal favorites of mine, and then also do very popular figures and put those on auction in order to help me do more giveaways for you guys. Looks like I got most of it off. Just oop, now my finger is covered in black paint. That's okay. Okay, I got most of it off. And we just go over with black paint and problem solved. Dino to Asia is sick, bro. I have no idea what that is. What's my Jurassic? Wait, What's my favorite Jurassic Park dinosaur? My favorite Jurassic Park dinosaur, or my favorite dinosaur from the Jurassic? My favorite dinosaur from the Jurassic Park is the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. And oh, there we go. Jurassic Fight Club is a terrible dinosaur documentary. I'll have to check it out just to laugh at it. Dino, how do you even pronounce that? It's sick, bro. What is that? Is that a dinosaur or is that a, like media? It's a movie? What's it fill me in. What's it about? I might have to give it a watch after this. It's another documentary? I might have to give it a watch. The only documentary I've watched so far is the one on the Apple TV. That's the only one I recall watching recently. It's 2016. So is that like hard to find online? Yeah, switch my hand position. There we go. Get that sickle claw fully painted black. I thought it's 2014. I feel like there's like excess paint here. But the cooler T-Rex is Jack Rex. Jack Rex. Interesting. Can you guys hear the dinosaurs in the background? Because I just have like Jurassic World Evolution running in the background. I loaded it up right now in case I needed reference for the Utahraptors. Have I watched Prehistoric Planet? That's the one with the Apple TV one, right? The one with the chunky T-Rex that has its little babies. Is that the one? Yes? Okay, I have watched that one. I love that one, by the way. A massive lion survives getting bitten by a cave bear on the ribs, and the massive cave bear survives getting bitten on the neck. That sounds like an interesting movie. Can you guys hear that? That sounds so weird on the brush. The skull T-Rex is Jack Rex. I don't know, I'm pretty lost. Never watched that. So it seems interesting. I'm a little lost. This guy is starting to come along. I'll give it a watch. I'll see what it's about. I should get 1 million subscribers. I wish. I really hope. I mean, all I can do is try to make good videos for you guys and convince people to subscribe by getting good content out. Let's see here. Stumpy and are teaming to kill Jack Rex, but the Jack Rex kills Stumpy left arm, but 200 years they are meeting to battle, and Jack Rex got hit by a horn. Jurassic Fight Club was made in 2009, but even at that time it's not good to say how bad it is. The baby T-Rexes look like a smaller clone of the mother. They aren't skinny or anything. They're just like miniature T-Rexes running around. That's funny. A little T-Rex pony. They're just calling it a baby. They probably just didn't want or got lazy or just did not have the budget to make another model, and they just shrunk it and then just called it a baby, just called it a day. I feel like at that point, if you don't have the model or the budget, just don't put it in the movie at all. But to each their own. They probably thought they were killing it. Look at that. This guy is starting to look good. He's drying pretty quickly. I'm trying to see. Why is it so zoomed out? Oh, Jurassic World Evolution. Other than the tail, I don't know what else to paint black. But how do I hold the figure without getting paint on my hands? I think I'm gonna have to hold it like that. That works. Okay, now we can move on. But the Jack Rex is still alive, but Stumpy and his girlfriend, there's T-Rex babies they got eaten by Jack Rex. I feel like I'm watching the movie right now. You guys are explaining it to me really well. Dinosteria. Is another name Dinosaur Revolution. Interesting. I am getting Jurassic World Evolution 3 when it comes out, and I'm gonna be streaming it. So I hope to see you guys there. The theme of Dinosaur Revolution is sick. Seems like you really enjoy it. I'll have to look into it. Get me interested now. Ooh, how do I go about painting that part? I think I'm just gonna go like this. And then with this, I'm gonna have to just put my paintbrush in there. But the worst dinosaur documentary is probably Dinosaurs with Stephen Fry. you know, a documentary. It's bad, but it literally uses arcade models and said the Allosaurus is 15 tons. What is that? 30,000 pounds? What? That's crazy. I think that one takes the cake for sure. I've seen that one. I've seen the broken jaw one. I remember now. I saw it a long time ago. The Allosaurus, it got its jaw broken and grew up to adulthood. Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid. Or I don't even know how old I was, but I remember watching that a while ago. Man, this is kind of tedious getting in here. I'm never getting Hasbro Indominus Rex. Oh man, I only bought one Hasbro figure ever, and it was the Spinosaurus because it was my favorite dinosaur. But after that, I was like, no, these are so bad. Like, I'm not buying another one. It broke too. Like, I don't even like. I didn't play with it. I just put it on a shelf, and it just broke. Like, I tried doing the action feature, and it just broke. It just Hasbro was quite a time. Okay, that looks good. Well, I know the claws are gonna be black, so let's paint the whole hand black. Well, yes and no. They were really bad with the Jurassic World figures, but I have a lot of nostalgia when they made Jurassic Park 3 figures. So Hasbro did really poorly with Jurassic World, but I liked them when they did the Jurassic Park 3 dinosaurs back in 2001. Those were good. And plus, technically Kenner was under Hasbro when they were making the Jurassic Park toys for the Lost World and the original Jurassic Park. So yeah, it's just they got really lazy when it came to the Jurassic World line. But the good thing is Mattel got it, and they did a phenomenal job compared to Hasbro. Okay. What else do we need to get black? Hasbro made the Indom look like a Velociraptor with a lower jaw. I don't even know like how to describe how bad that Indominus Rex was. It was so bad. No, yeah, most definitely. I don't think there was one good Jurassic World toy from Hasbro. Love the Jurassic Park 3, but just other than that, no. Even those toys were better than whatever. And it's like, what was it? 15 years later? And they got worse somehow? By the same company? It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it feels like every year they're getting better. And which is like really good because it's like, what do you expect out of a company? Like Hasbro could have been like, oh, these are really good dinosaur toys. We'll just keep it there. And, that, you know, honestly, that would have been fine. But they are getting better. And that's what you like to see out of a company is when they hold themselves accountable for being able to do better. Because you know, the action features with the Spinosaurus are so cool. I was like, where was this when I was a kid? Like, this would have been so cool. And same thing with the Quetzalcoatlus. That was a really cool figure too. It's like when I was looking at those, the little kid in me was kind of like upset. I was like, why couldn't you make these when I was a kid? You know? But you know what? I know a lot of you watching are probably younger, so I'm glad you guys get to appreciate those figures. Let's see, what did you say? Dino Revolution 2 wait to 2026. That sounds interesting. Okay. I need to look at the, or actually let me just clean up some places I missed. And then I need to look at the Utahraptor again. I don't know where to continue from here. What's your least favorite dinosaur? And what dinosaur do you wish to be in a Jurassic movie? My least favorite dinosaur? I don't know. I kind of like all dinosaurs. I don't want to make anyone upset either. I started watching Camp Cretaceous for the first time. I got to the point where like they got to Kenji's hotel, or not hotel. I mean, his penthouse, and the what was it, Guanlongs were chasing them. I hate that thing. I just think it looks kind of, you know, derpy. I don't like the Guanlong. There you go. There's my answer. What dinosaur do I wish to be in a Jurassic Park movie, though? I really want to see Suchomimus, but like in a movie, not in like the TV show, because I know he's in the TV show. But I want to see a Suchomimus. I want to see more love from like medium dinosaurs, because like those you can actually like get intimidating sequences where like they can actually go into like a human's hiding spot. Like they, let's say like, oh, there's a T-Rex chasing me, let me go in this building, and all of a sudden the threat's gone. But it's like you get a medium-sized dinosaur and they get them to chase them inside the building. You wanted to fight the Baryonyx. I feel like that wouldn't really be a fair competition. Loons are Spinosaurus, chickens are T-Rexes. Ooh, what, I can't pronounce it. Athercantosaurus. I want to see him too. Just make him like a chubby T-Rex. That would be cool. I like his design in Jurassic World Evolution. So I feel like that's another one I would like to see. Okay. Let me get this spread. I need to look at the Utahraptor one more time. I don't know how to set this guy down because he's like kind of wet everywhere. Let me see here. I'm trying to get those like wet spots kind of like spread so it dries faster. Okay, I'm just gonna set him down and I hope he doesn't stick. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the raptors real quick. Okay. But the Spinosaurus real sound is great. What's the strongest dinosaur in your opinion in the Jurassic franchise? Okay, let me scroll all the way up. Okay. The T-Rex sound, real sound, super deep and creepy. That's kind of like a guess. It's like a scientific guess on what they actually sounded like. That's not really necessarily like a fact that they sounded like that. That's just a scientific guess on what they sounded like. missed a spot right here. Let me go back and read those. What's the strongest dinosaur in your opinion in the Jurassic franchise? I think I want to say the Sortus Rex just because of the sheer size. I mean, you got to be pretty strong and big to just grab a helicopter out of the sky and start eating it like a chicken drumstick. Chip it. I can't even speak today. Chicken drumstick. Yeah. But if you don't count him, I'd probably say Indominus. And if we're only counting like non-hybrids, I want to say I think the Spinosaurus. Either the Spinosaurus or the Giga. Or the we haven't really see it fight anything, but the Rebirth T-Rex is crazy impressive. I definitely want to see him again. I don't want that to be the last time we see him. The Dilophosaurus is my real favorite sound. I've seen those videos of like the real sound Spinosaurus and T-Rex, but I haven't seen the Dilophosaurus one. But I never really like made a video on that or like ever talk about that because it's like I feel like it's a little misleading for like reviews because it's just like a scientific guess on what they sounded like. It's not necessarily what they did sound like. And people like to put like this is what they actually sounded like. And it's just like it's just a pretty scientific, like a well scientific guess. It's like it could have really well sounded like that, but we just don't know. You're right. Nobody knows what a real dinosaur sounded like. Actually, we do know one, and that's the Parasaurolophus. When they recasted its skull exactly with the exact channels and recreated the noise. That's I think that might be the closest we're ever gonna get to knowing what a dinosaur sounded like. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to paint the entire arms black, so let's do that. Can you guys hear the raptors in the background? I think they're pretty loud now. I had to zoom in real quick to see where I have to continue this black. Yeah, you do. You're gonna leave the stream? Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it though. Even if it's for a little bit, I really appreciate you guys coming in and tuning in. Should grab him so he's not moving. You gonna stay for the progress? All right. Appreciate that. Yeah, of course. hopefully you can catch the next stream. Appreciate you stopping by though. You love the dinosaur? It's coming out good. You know, it would not look bad as just a fully black dinosaur, but we're gonna give it a little bit more detail, make him look like Jurassic Park Evolution Utahraptor. Fun fact about the Utahraptor, it was actually discovered the same year I was born. So that was pretty cool. Pretty close too. I live on the same side of the United States. Been to Utah a couple times. It's the first thing that crosses my mind every time I go to Utah. I'm like, oh, Utahraptors. I know they have like exhibits down there in Utah. I really want to go to those now. Hey, do you know Torvosaurus is a real dinosaur, but it can kill T-Rexes as his meal? Torvosaurus? You can hear the Utahraptors in the background? Oh, you're not annoyed, but yeah. I zoomed in so I can like look at their details a lot better to see where I can continue this black. So they're a lot louder now because it was zoomed out when I first started the stream. Thought it would be some fun little white noise, just Utahraptors in the background. But still, Indominus Rex is a real dinosaur. What do you mean by that? The Indoraptor is not a real dinosaur. The Indominus Rex. Indominus Rex is a fiction dinosaur. Yeah, it's a fiction dinosaur. It's just from Jurassic World. What dinosaur or what hybrid do you guys like more? Do you guys prefer the Indominus Rex or the Indoraptor? Indoraptor? I can't. I really like both. I wouldn't be able to pick a favorite. At first, I was like, oh, another hybrid. But then I saw him in the movie, and I was like, you know, this guy's pretty cool. I feel like I don't have a problem with the hybrids. I just have more of an issue with the mutants. It's just hard to look at, you know? Like what, I forgot who said it in the movie. Someone said it in the movie. It's like they were either too dangerous or too hard to look at. And they weren't kidding. I'm almost done here with the black layer. What is your least favorite Jurassic Jurassic movie. My least favorite. Hmm. Probably. I don't know. Dominion, probably. I mean, it was a bad movie, but I still really enjoyed it. I just really love seeing all these new dinosaurs on the screen. Even if they weren't like the most accurate, it was really cool seeing them and their like introduction into Jurassic franchise. Like I always wanted to see the Giga for the longest time in Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, and we got him in that movie. Jax Rex. Jax Rex is Superman. T Rex. He has 80%. 80% of his strength? Or 80% what? Yeah, Dominion, it was, in terms of movie and like the plot, it was kind of silly, but um, getting to see that many variety of dinosaurs was pretty cool. You just like the Giga? Yeah, the Giga was pretty cool. The most forgotten dinosaur is what was that one? I don't even know how to pronounce that one. Which medium-sized dinosaur in the Jurassic franchise is the strongest in your opinion? I would say Allosaurus in my opinion. I really love Carno, but we've seen Carno get his ass beat a lot. But so did the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus, man, they just don't like the medium-sized carnivores. The Allosaurus got beat by an Ceratops. The Carno got beat by an Ankylosaurus and a Sinoceratops. But I mean, I guess it's not really fair matchup since I mean, both of those can take on a T Rex. So the fact that a Carno is taking it on, I don't know. Um, Give me a minute. I'm thinking it. I'm thinking about it. Medium-sized carnivore. I mean, that's all we have, right? Am I missing one? There was the Carno and the Allosaurus, and who else? Oh, the Ceratosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. Who else? Would Baryonyx count? Baryonyx would count, right? Baryonyx, Ceratosaurus, Allosaurus, Carnotaurus. I'd say the Allosaurus probably the strongest one. I think he is the biggest. But in terms of my favorite, I would probably have to go Carno. The Carnotaurus is my favorite out of the medium size. But who I think is stronger in the franchise? Probably Allosaurus. This guy is coming along. The face is almost completely dry at this point. The Spinosaurus brother is Deinosuchus. The crocodilian one. Yes. Okay. I want to see those like prehistoric crocodiles in a movie. We got the Dunkleosteus and the Rebirth. That was pretty cool. Even if it was for a really short period, it was really cool to see him. Where do I continue to paint? Kind of want to let the... I almost painted the entire thing black. I mean... Yeah, it was pretty close. I mean, that top part doesn't need to be black, so I kind of just left it. When the Allosaurus got shot by that one girl with the arrow, I think... I can imagine the Allosaurus thinking about that meme. The dog meme, the I'm cooked? Or which one? Let's see if I can get the under part. I'm gonna set it on its side. Or just fully on its side like here. And then just try to get under the arms painted. You're back. D-Rex's is KSI Megamind. That's the first time I've heard that, and it's pretty accurate. Do you remember me? Yes, you were on my you've been in my comment sections and you TikTok. You've been to my giveaway live, if I do remember correctly. I also saw you when I was looking through the comments. I did see you enter the giveaway. I wish you luck. The one that goes, Allosaurus has never seen. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, he probably was in that moment. The raptor looks like KSI. Uh-oh. What's his favorite movie, Megamind? Oh my gosh. I basically already, I painted the entire thing black. I mean, a lot of the raptors' undertone is black, or just has black features in general. I didn't expect I was gonna, paint this much of him black. But the good thing is we had a brand new bottle of jet black, so we were able to complete it. I think the tail's now dry, so I can just pick him up now and start painting him properly. Jurassic World Rebirth Raptors be like, they were done so dirty. What do you guys think? Should I just go ahead and paint the entire thing black at this point? I mean, the undertone doesn't necessarily... You know what? I want it to be consistent, so I'm just going to go ahead and paint the entire thing black so the undertone is completely black. Blue the Raptor. New Raptor. Red Raptor. Jurassic World Rebirth Raptor, so we just got replaced by some mutant. Yeah, I feel like that's why I don't like the Mutantodon. It's just... I don't like its design. It's hard to look at. And they completely just took the role of the Raptors. Which, I wouldn't be that mad if it was a real dinosaur that took their role. I mean, if you really wanted something fresh that was, like, intimidating, you have the Utahraptor. You could have put that in. It's just a bigger version. Can you make gray lines and design? I can do, like... minimal like designs like that. Like I did a ghost back in the day before they made a Hammond collection, and that came out pretty well, like his stripes and everything. But I would not be able to do something as like unique as blue stripe. Like I would not be able to replicate that. What's my favorite my favorite dinosaur is the Spinosaurus. The D-Rex got bullied in school. The T-Rex says he's fat. It looks like Megamind. Maybe that's why it's upset. There's like a lot of parts I missed right here in like the crevices of the feathers in the tail. Gonna go ahead and get that before we continue. It's like little corners. There we go. Now I can continue here. It's like now I don't know where to hold this figure because it's like it's all painted now. There's some dry spots where I can put my hands on. What's my least favorite? No, wait, what's my favorite dinosaur? Oh, there's a Spinosaurus. That was the one. That's my favorite dinosaur. If you didn't catch that. There's like little pieces of orange that just want to be stubborn. There we go. If anything, I'll just come at it with a second coat, but I do have to wait until it dries and fix up the parts the legs are covering, like the articulation. So I gotta get in those crevices where the legs are currently covering, move them around, get some paint in there, and then he should be ready for the rest of the paint, the fun stuff, the detail. Probably do that tomorrow. If you guys want to see me do that, I'll live stream it. We can have some nice conversations like we did today. But yeah, we're almost done with the base layer. Just a black Utahraptor. I'm gonna try to get those parts that are being covered right now throughout the day, so you guys don't have to see the boring stuff, and we can what does that say? Is your favorite Jurassic movie? 2 HQT. What does that mean? HQT. 2 HQT. Is your favorite Jurassic Park movie? I'm not getting what you're saying there. Am I being slow? Can you please live will you read Dinosaur Revolution? Oh, react to Dinosaur Revolution? I'll look into that. I might do that. I don't know how I would do that, because I guess I don't have to do a face cam, but I'm not really interested in, attaching my face to my videos anytime soon. I feel like it just like breaks it makes it like just a little too personal, I like it this way. I mean, I don't know what you guys look like, you don't know what I look like, but we're having nice conversations regardless. What's your favorite Jurassic Park / Jurassic World movie? Oh wow, my favorite. If I was older, if I was 10 years older, I would probably say the first Jurassic Park movie. But because I was born in 2001, so growing up, I did watch the Jurassic Park movies, but it just didn't capture the same like magic as when I watched Jurassic World for the first time in the movie theaters. So for me, it's Jurassic World, and I don't really think that's anybody's favorite. So I think that's pretty unique to me. My favorite is Jurassic World. I think building a park as a kid, like playing the Jurassic Park Builder games on the phone and everything, that kind of like gave me like a want to see like a functioning park in the movie. And then when I got that with Jurassic World, it was so amazing. So I feel like that's why that's my favorite movie. For what you doing and how hard do you work? You need more subscribers. I love your videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Harrison. I try to, I know my, like, compared to like other YouTubers, my videos aren't up there yet, but every time I do a video, I'm learning something new, and I'm applying that to the next video to make it better. And that's what growth is, we'll eventually get to the point where we're doing really high quality videos. Like right now, I'm rearranging everything in my room in order to make a studio kind of thing where I can show off my collections. I can do reviews for you guys, and it's not cheap to get all this equipment, so I really do appreciate you guys for all the support. What is the Utahraptor project? So I am turning this guy, the Utahraptor toy from Rebirth, I'm turning him into the Jurassic World Evolution Raptor. So the first layer of paint is black, so that's going to be like the undercoat. And then when I go on and add a color, I'm going to use a technique called dry brushing, which will only like highlight the raised parts. So like the cracks of the scales are going to be black, but the rest of it is going to be, well, whatever color it needs to be. Some of it's white, some of it's like a little goldish brown. So yeah, that is the project we're doing right now, is making this Utahraptor look like a Jurassic World Evolution Raptor. Utahraptor. In YouTube, they just have the dinosaur relation, and you see it. I'll search it up and I'll look into it. What's your favorite and least favorite Hammond collection dinosaur? Oh gosh, that is a good question. I've heard really good things from the Carnotaurus and the Giganotosaurus. I don't have them yet. I am getting the Giganotosaurus. I just don't know when. I am getting him though. The Carno, I don't know yet because he's $130. I mean, that's a pretty penny. So I am gonna get him eventually. I just don't know when. But I've heard really good things about those two. But since I don't have them, I want to say the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus is like pretty good. It's close to perfect. The Stegosaurus too. The Stegosaurus is pretty close. The only reason I would like complain about him is just that he can't open his mouth. That's pretty much it. But the Allosaurus is probably my favorite. Even though like Spinosaurus is my favorite, I don't try to be blinded by nostalgia and my favoritism to the Spinosaurus. So it's a good figure, but I just think he was really missing the blue in his spine. That's the only complaint I have about the Spinosaurus. But the Allosaurus I think is my favorite, and I think it's the best looking figure. My least favorite figure, oh god, I think it's the Gallimimus. It's not the right orange. It's really like toy orange, which it's like, it could be fine if it was in the main series, like the toy series, but it's supposed to be like a collector's item, so it's like, it's really off. It's orange. It has huge feet, but like even worse than the first couple raptors they made. It's just huge feet. Yeah, it's just the mouth opens weird. It's like it has a duck bill for some reason. The Gallimimus has to be one of the worst ones. I got it when it first came out, and I just liked it so much I sold him. I didn't want him anymore, so I just sold him. And I'm pretty sure they'll make another one. So that's the main reason I sold them too. I was like, there'll be a better version eventually. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Don't stop. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. I've been doing this for a month, and I did not expect to have 400 subs a month in. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, I was expecting to have like 50 subscribers by now, so to have 400 is definitely really good. Really cool, and exceeds my expectations. And even if things do slow down, I'm not going to be unmotivated. I'm still going to try my best to make good videos for you guys. It looks like we're... Oh, that's just a little bit more like on the legs here. But looks like we're almost done here with this Utahraptor's undercoat. And yeah, we can continue this tomorrow and start adding the fun to it, the colorful colors onto it. For me, I have only 3 Hammond collection dinosaurs, which are the T-Rex, Male Raptor, and Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus. I want that Hammond collection figure so bad, but he is so darn expensive right now. I think he's at like $200, something ridiculous. Man, that's actually my girlfriend's favorite dinosaur. I really want to get it to have it in my collection, but oh my goodness, he's just so expensive right now. I just don't know how I feel about spending that kind of money on a figure that they might remake in the future. Because there is like famous Ankylosaurus in the series, like Bumpy, and I don't know, because they haven't made any Camp Cretaceous Hammond collections. I really hope they do, because there's Scorpius Rex in there. I would love to see a Scorpius Rex, Suchomimus. There's so many great dinosaurs in Camp Cretaceous. I mean, they made Irritator. Irritator's not a dinosaur in any media for Jurassic Park, so I mean, if they can make Irritator, they can make anything. That's how I'm thinking about it. But yeah, the Ankylosaurus is really cool. You got it for $120 here. Well, maybe it. I did see him for like 120 like months ago, but like right now he's like at $200. last time I checked. The T-Rex was also a little funky one. I had a feeling that they were gonna make a better T-Rex because I just couldn't get over his funky feet. Like he had really big feet. I know a lot of people are bothered by the knee joints, but I wasn't that bothered by it. What did bother me is that they were kind of loose, but there's ways to fix that. But what did bother me the most was his feet were way too big. So literally, I sold it, my T-Rex. I was like, they're gonna make another one, and right now this guy's going for a lot, so I can get other Hammond collection figures in the meantime. So I sold him, and that like probably like the next week is when the news dropped about the buck T-Rex at San Diego Comic-Con. So I was like, oh, that's perfect timing. I guessed it. He does have like a little funky colors, but I still think he's pretty cool. I like that they fixed the feet problem. I know a lot of people want them to fix the knees, but I'm okay right now with that. Lab Lockdown T-Rex is so much better. Which one is that one? Is that is that like the mainline one? Because when it comes to the mainline ones, like the toys, I don't get very many. Like this is one of the only ones I have. The posable Utahraptor is the only other one I have other than this one. And I got this one to like paint it. I did have the Utahraptor. I still have it. He's somewhere. I got the Utahraptor. I repainted him as Ghost. But that kind of like it went into storage ever since they released the Hammond collection one, and it just hasn't seen the light of day. I did a pretty good job on it, but it's just because they made a Hammond collection one, I was like, I don't really have a need for this one anymore. And then like the same thing happened with Pyroraptor. I bought a Pyroraptor figure and I painted it to make it look more accurate. And then a year later, they just released the Hammond collection one, so I was like, oh wow. But I'm glad they did, because I mean the Hammond collection ones looked really good. Female Indominus Rex or male Indominus Rex. Well, wasn't the one we saw female? I don't know, never heard of a male Indominus Rex. My Hammond collection T-Rex has terrible balance. It's so bad that it had me trying to get a stand for a few minutes. Mine was like displayed kind of like in a high place, and the joints just gave out in the middle of the night and just fell over, and it was so loud. It like just scared me awake, and my heart was pounding. It was pretty funny when I turned the lights on and I just see the T-Rex on the floor, and I was like, oh, there goes the knee joints. Yeah, it's just his joints weren't really good, but I was thinking about fixing them, making them like a little more stiffer, but I was kind of holding off because I was like, I'm probably just gonna end up selling it, and that's what did end up happening. I sold most of my Hammond collection figures that I felt they were gonna make better ones. If I feel like they weren't gonna make any more, like the Ceratosaurus, I'm like, they're not making another Ceratosaurus. I was like, I'm gonna hold on to that one. But the Triceratops, I'm like, they have to make another Triceratops. Like the one they gave us was so undersized. I was like, they have to make us another one. So I just sold the one I have, and I'm just gonna patiently wait and see if we get another one. The Gallimimus, yeah, I mentioned that one before. Also, the original Velociraptors from Jurassic Park, I did not like those at all. They just look really weird with their feet being huge, and their proportions are all wonky. I just got rid of those. Dinosaur Revolution is your favorite movie. That happened to me. It's scary when they fall, because they're pretty big. So they fall, they make a loud noise. I just thought, I didn't see it happen, but it just woke me up, and It was funny to turn the lights on and just see the T-Rex on the floor. I was like, I knew this day was gonna come. It looks like he's pretty dry now, so I think I can, you know, try to get some of those parts that are blocked off. There we go, like that. There we go. We'll try to get that. Oh, I missed a lot, surprisingly. Here, let me go here, and then let me fill in these spots I've missed. I'm surprised how fast this guy's drawing. It fell off the shelf once, and it's tail detached. Did it break or did it just detach? It's not that scary for him. It's not that scary though for me. What is it? The T-Rex falling? For real, in this movie. In the night, my Indominus Rex creeped the hell out of me. Could you just see, like, barely see the Indominus Rex? Was that what was creeping you out? You're just in the shadows. Yeah, the Dino Revolution wasn't scary. My tour Indominus Rex. I have like, right now they're empty, but because I'm like moving stuff around. But I had like shelves where I have like a ton of like action figures, mostly Spider-Man. And my girlfriend, every time she comes over, she says it's creepy. I feel like they're staring at me. I always thought that was funny. Okay, I'm gonna turn it to the other side and see if I can get that other arm. Oh, there's a lot of paint missing in that crevice right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm gonna try to get in there. But also it looks like I can't even like reach that until I move the leg, so I'm gonna wait for it to dry. For the meantime, I'm gonna work on that arm. There's like different angles where I can see that I missed some paint. There we go. There we go. It's tail detached, it didn't break. But I was watching a video and I heard bam, and I fell on my shelf. Well, that's the good thing. The good thing is that it didn't break. But yeah, you're gonna have to, I think, put it in like a wider shelf or something where if it does fall, it kind of just falls on the same place that it's like standing. The paint is looking good though. Yeah, it's drying quickly. That's the good thing. You need paint like that, just go to Walmart. It's called Apple Barrel. You don't need nothing fancy. You can get brushes for very cheap too. It's not a very expensive thing to do. It just, you know, requires some free time. But it is kind of like therapeutic in a way. Kind of not, you know, not the worst thing to do after a long day of work, or maybe for a lot of you guys' cases, you know, a long day after school. Guys get to come home and, you know, paint. I do recommend it. I do recommend you guys start small if you are gonna do it for the first time. Don't do it on your favorite figure when you're starting out. Get a figure that's not that expensive and that you don't care if you mess up, and just look up videos on how to do this thing. It's not that hard to do. Look up dry brushing, painting figures, anything like that, and It's a neat hobby to get into. Yeah, he's looking good. You're basically giving us a tutorial. Yeah, you'll get to see where the magic. Right now, it's like the base coat. Like this is just like the easy stuff. But then once you start getting the dry brushing involved, it's like magic. It's really cool how it all like comes together. But yeah, I'll start that tomorrow for you guys. For right now, I'm gonna wrap it up here. What's your favorite Chaos 3 Mattel mainline figure? I don't really collect the mainline figures, but I did see the Scorpius Rex when it first came out, and I thought that was a super sick figure. I was tempted, but yeah, I just was hoping that they would make a Hammond collection, and they haven't so far. So I don't know. Might have to get it. Sometimes Jurassic toys are creepy. I mean, they are dinosaurs that are predators. You have an Utahraptor, whatever it's called. The green nails are bugging me a lot. Green nails on an Utahraptor? Oh, the nails, that would be a pretty easy thing to start with. Just be very, very like careful with your brush. It's the green one. Yeah, just be careful with your brush. Be pretty slow with your brush. But I'm trying to think if there's an easy way to do that. No, just probably use paint. Utahraptor goes is Indominus Rex. I guess you can call it a smaller one. I remember when a lot of people were complaining that these figures weren't rubber. I, for one, was kind of like happy because these guys are actually like paintable when they're hard plastic. Than if they were to be made out of the here. Let's see if I can do this. If they were made out of rubber. Okay, so that's already black underneath. I'm okay with that. There's like a little orange here, but I'm okay with that. Sometimes you just gotta leave it, because sometimes if you want to like make it look perfect, you might end up messing it up. So I think that looks good enough for me. So let me just get these other spots that I am able to get. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna try to move the legs too. Let's see here. Where is it dry? Kind of here. I'm gonna grab it by the neck. That looks to be dry. I'm gonna rub some of that paint off. There we go. There we go. Now we can get in there. And finish painting this part black. The Utahraptor looks pretty cool. Would you like to repaint it like it isn't? Pretty cool. Would like to repaint it like this, but saving for Jurassic World Evolution 3. That is a good thing to save for. I do think that you should prioritize that. That's gonna be a really cool game. And if it comes out and you're not able to get it on release, it's a bummer, because I feel like the best way to play a game is experiencing it for the first time, not watching like YouTubers do it. But at the same time, you kind of want to watch the content creators do it. I mean, we love content creators for a reason. They have good commentary. You like to see their opinions on the game. So, but I just think it's nicer to see it for the first time. So to have the game out immediately and then just play it and then watch someone else play it is probably the best way to experience it. I will hopefully I will be live streaming it to you guys. I don't know how I'm gonna get in there, because like if I let go, it just goes back. I might need help for that one, or just something like that. See, this is where it would have been a good idea to disattach the tail, but it looks like we got most of it. It's just a really awkward angle to get. But yeah, I'm just gonna flip it around. Let me get it. Sometimes when I look at other dinosaur collectors channels, dinosaur paint, where it blows my mind, honestly. Some of these guys are so talented in what they do. I am just an amateur when it comes to painting, but I know that I can do a better job than what some of these mainline figures look like, because they're pretty basic. But I mean, they got to sell it to the masses, so you know, sometimes it's I understand why they're not packed with detail. You know, that would cost a lot more, and not everyone would be able to afford them. Jurassic World Evolution 3 comes out on your birthday. That is really cool. That's gonna be a fun birthday for you. An albino. I'm thinking of doing an albino dinosaur repaint. I've been thinking about doing that. I don't know why. I just poured so much black paint, and I don't need that much to finish. I just wasted a lot of black paint. I just need to get in these crevices that I made. It's kind of hard to see sometimes when it's like still wet. Once it gets more dry, you're able to see what you missed. Now I'm just hitting the camera, but here we go. Now we can get into those spots I missed. Missed some here too. He is coming along. Imagine how cool and oh, I already read that. Fun fact about me, I got Dino Escape Carcharodontosaurus in 2024. I don't know what that is. Clearly it shows that I'm not artistic, sadly, but I think I have the right idea. Well, you don't have to be that talented in order to do some little minor upgrades. I'm not that good at painting, and I feel like sometimes you just need practice in order to be, you know, decent enough to give your figures a little more detail. What's your favorite dinosaur figure? My favorite figure is the Spinosaurus. The figure I think it's done the best is the Allosaurus. But if we're talking about non-Jurassic Park, my favorite figure is a Spider-Man figure from Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation. I bet none of you know what that is. But that is my favorite figure if you don't count Jurassic Park figures. And if you count everything, it's still the Spinosaurus. That figure is just, it makes my inner child happy. It's what I always wanted as a kid. Okay, I think now, did I do this side? I don't even remember. Okay, no I didn't. I kind of missed a little bit over here. your PC sucks. I have Spider-Man 2, but I can't run it without having Google closed. My PC sucks. I have it on my PlayStation. I actually bought a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 4 for so long. And I always thought to myself, I was like, why do I need to upgrade? I don't really play games that often. And then Spider-Man 2 came out, and it was only on the PlayStation 5. And that's when I was like, okay, you got me. It's time to upgrade. But not only did I like get a PS5, I also got the Spider-Man 2 version. So with the webbing and everything all over the PlayStation, it was really cool. I always talked about too. I was like, if I'm gonna get a PlayStation 5, I'm gonna get like one of those limited edition ones. And that's what I did. I was thinking, oh, the Utahraptor posable figure is pretty cool. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I've thought about upgrading that one, but I don't know where to start, to be honest. Dino Escape Carcharodontosaurus is basically Jurassic World Evolution's Carnotaurus figure, but it made in 2021. So is it like a mainline figure? I was thinking of getting a console, but I really dislike controllers. I grew up playing with controllers. I know nothing but controllers, so I think that's the main reason I can't get into PC. So I just grew up playing with controllers. I just can't get used to a keyboard and mouse. I've tried it, but I can't. Can you please do a react video to Dinosaur Evolution after this video? I'll look into it. I'll see if I can do that. Moving part. Yeah, that one would be hard. The more moving parts, the harder it is for sure. I think when most of us watched Jurassic World 3, we were heartbroken the Rex died, but the Spinosaurus started to grow on me. I was excited. I was like, who is this? When I said the Spinosaurus for the first time. And then he took down the T-Rex, and I was like, holy, like this guy is really him. Like this guy is gonna be the big bad guy of this movie. That was really cool for me. I wish the fight was so much longer, but it's short. I think there was supposed to be a longer one, but something about it getting cut shorter. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I think I'm mostly done with this guy. I just want to spread the paint a little better here, because if you leave too much paint, it kind of like globbers up and it doesn't dry correctly. So when you go to move the figure, like articulate it, it kind of peels. It looks really bad. Because it fucks with the texture too. It messes up the texture. Nah, we do not want that. The new Spinosaurus is the real Spino. Not quite. It's pretty close. It's really close. It's definitely a lot better than Jurassic Park 3's Spinosaurus. I like both, to be honest with you. I heard the Spinosaurus had Mosasaurus DNA, explaining why it's working with the Mosasaurus. Short neck, official though. I don't think so. I think it's just Spinosaurus DNA in there. It's not that strange that in nature different species of different species of animal are working together. So I don't think that's anything crazy that a Spinosaurus is working with a Mosasaurus. I mean, they're highly predatory aquatic creatures, mostly aquatic creatures, so it's like they probably are like, hey, if we join together, we're pretty much unstoppable in the water. That's the way I see it. Okay, I'm gonna get under the other arm, and that'll be it. I know I keep saying then that'll be it, but this will actually be it. Just need to get under this arm, and I will be done for at least the black part. Okay. That looks good to me. Your favorite set right now is Owen Escape Pack with the young Carnotaurus from Dominion Mainline. I have not seen that. Young Carnotaurus. I'm gonna look into that. I really like Carnotaurus, so I'm gonna look into that. Both need to eat, I guess. Yeah, because it's like, well, a Mosasaurus is like slapping a Spinosaurus, no problem, but like you have 5 Spinosaurus, now all of a sudden the Mosasaurus is in trouble. But also not without, um, loss. Like I don't know who would win in that fight, but definitely both would end up losing in a way. So they're probably just like, hey, let's work together. You really like Carnotaurus too. It's your second favorite dinosaur. It's up there with mine. I love a lot of dinosaurs, but for sure I really like the interpretation, the Jurassic World version of Carnotaurus. I think it's so good. I just need to get him. I need to get him. Pachycephalosaurus is your first favorite dinosaur. Do you have the Hammond collection of Pachycephalosaurus? I did not get that. I missed out on that one. Dinosaur evolution is much better. Talking to you was so fun, funnier than I expected. Honestly, you're a pretty cool person. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I try my best to give you guys my take on things, and I'm glad that you guys had a good time. That's all I can ask for. Carnotaurus is one of my favorites. I mean, Carnotaurus is pretty cool. I've been thinking about getting I think it's called Nanmu Studios figure of him. It's super detailed. The only thing that's kind of like throwing me off that it's not really in scale with Jurassic World Hammond collection figures. So I don't know. I think I would just have to like display them separately. Nope, but you have this Hammond Stiggy Moloch. You know what? He's part of the Pachycephalosaurus family, so that's pretty cool too. Wasn't into Hammond collection or Jurassic World when it was released. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I only got to dinosaurs in December 2024. Well, I mean, welcome. I hope you enjoy it, the community and everything. Carnotaurus is your top #1 favorite. Carnotaurus is really sick. Pretty sure that in the lore, the so-called young Carnotaurus is actually Toro. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. I like Toro. I recently saw some of the episodes where when Bumpy's still like really young and he fights off Toro. That was pretty cool. I get the Nanu Raptor, but the price, I'd rather get Beast of the Mesozoic or Hammond collection. I've seen Beast of the Mesozoic. I just think they're just too colorful for my liking. I might get one just to review one, but I don't know about collecting them. Beast of the Mesozoic is expensive too. Yeah, they're both expensive. So if I were to get some, I wouldn't get a ton of them. But it's worth it. They are worth it. I just don't like that they're not in scale with each other. I wish that the scale was a lot better. Are you finished with the Utahraptor next stream? We'll see. I will try to get most of it done next stream, but definitely it'll look a lot closer to the source material now that we got the undercolor out of the way. It'll definitely look a lot cooler. I don't know if I get it done. I might have to do like little details after the fact, but we'll get a lot of it done. That's for sure. Toro have a bad day. Toro did have a really bad day. I seen that TikTok. My love for Pachycephalosaurus started when I watched The Lost World. I felt so bad for it. Yeah, they did him dirty, and I think I've seen speculation that was like an adolescent a younger Pachycephalosaurus, so it's like even worse. Because I do believe he was supposed to be bigger. Oh, I think I remember in the movie they mentioned that it was an adolescent. I think I remember them saying that. I recently watched the movies before I watched Rebirth, so it's a little fresh in my head still. The fight was seriously peak. Oh yeah, the Carno and the Ankylosaurus Bumpy. That was a good episode. I really enjoyed watching that one. I thought it was so cute seeing Bumpy get bigger. There's a lot of 118s. Yeah, I believe that's the scale for Hammond Collection, right? It's 1/18th, and then the Amber was 1/12, which is actually I think the Raptors are 1/12 in the Namu Studios ones. I could be wrong, but yeah, I believe the Mesozoic figures are. Oh, come on. I believe, yeah, the Mesozoic ones are also. I'm just gonna, you know what? I just scraped all the paint off. Hold on. Gotta go back in. Do you play Roblox? I have played Roblox once or twice with my girlfriend. I never really played Roblox growing up. I feel like it wasn't really part of my time period. Like when Roblox was like already popular, I was already in high school, so I wasn't really, into games. I was more into like sports at that time, playing sports. But I might I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about doing Roblox. Fight I want to see is the Allosaurus. I do want to see the Allosaurus versus Carnotaurus too. I think that would be a really cool fight, but I don't think they're gonna do it just because. I mean, at the end of Dominion, they looked like they were pretty good friends. Who knows? Jurassic Blocky. I'll look into it. I haven't played Roblox in a minute, but I mean, I didn't necessarily have a bad time playing Roblox when I did. But I don't know. I'll look into it. I'll see if I enjoy it. I'll play it on my own, and if I like it, I'll maybe stream it or make a video. Jurassic Block and Prior Extinction are the best dino games. I will take a screenshot of that and check it out. Never played Roblox. I'm praying for the Carnotaurus figure so bad. For Hammond? Or like for the Namu? Or my favorite are the Jurassic Blocky and Falling Ashes. Prior Extinction is realism. Jurassic Blocky has Fallen Ashes. And Fallen Ashes had Jurassic Park. Okay. Thanks for the info. I'm gonna check that out. I screenshotted that. I'll check it out. Yes, I will look at Dinosaur Revolution too. Don't worry about that. Dominion Carnotaurus and Allosaurus were kind of a weird relationship, to be honest. I mean, they were trapped by humans. So it's like, kind of like, it makes sense. You're in captivity and all of a sudden you escape. You're not concerned about the guy next to you that was in captivity with you. You're kind of just like, hey, let's mess up these guys that had us in cages. Makes sense to me. Both actually, and Escape the Pack too. Yeah, I like that scene when they were running around. Was it Italy? It's called. I know the place. I forgot what it's called. That was a cool scene though, and they were just roaming around. Allosaurus has a crush on Carnotaurus. That's kind of funny. Scooter guy had a rough day. Yeah, that was the guy that got eaten, right? That was funny. It's like, what do you do when you see a dinosaur that big? You go the opposite way. Kind of wild. They probably play in the wild for territory or food. In the wild, for sure. They're fighting for either one of those two. Hot take of mine is that the Indominus wins against the D-Rex. Indominus can camouflage ambushes and smarter. Yeah, I feel like with the right circumstances, the Indominus can for sure win. But I just feel like because of the sheer strength and size of the Sortus Rex, I feel like it just has a good chance of beating an Indominus. Just basically on pure size alone. I mean, it can grab a helicopter out of the sky and crush a car just like instantly. So it would definitely be an interesting fight. Yeah, I've seen that thing where it's like the size is kind of inconsistent. Regardless, he looked a lot bigger than any normal carnivore. Have you guys seen the Lego Jurassic World game where the Indominus is talking to the raptors and it's like really funny because he's like reenacting like the humans pointed guns at him and then he's like crying. That was funny. Rudy or whatever from Ice Age, Solos, D-Rex, and Acid. Yeah, Rudy was huge. Rudy definitely takes them all on. Rudy was huge. Let me stand this guy up. Look at that. That looks good. I can't put his wings down just yet. His little arms. Because the paint is still drying. But here, let me touch that up right there. But he is looking good. Jurassic World had some ugly Spinos to me, but I know they're supposed to be realistic or it's just weird. I liked them. I liked them a lot. They felt like a crocodile with a giant spine. That's what they felt like to me. I thought they looked really cool. I like them over the Jurassic Park 3 Spino. I feel like nostalgia is kind of blinding me, but I like Jurassic Park 3 better. It's just what I grew up with. The Allosaurus got way more scream in Chaos Theory, and it was pretty cool, dude. No spoilers. I haven't gotten to Chaos Theory yet. I'm still on Camp Cretaceous. I'll probably try to knock out a couple episodes, but I gotta wait to watch it with my girlfriend. I got her into watching it, and she surprisingly did enjoy it. Yeah, what do you guys think? This guy is looking pretty good. Trying to like maneuver the light so you guys can see it better. He is looking good. Allosaurus was your favorite before I liked dinosaurs since it was my friend's favorite. I loved Allosaurus for the longest time. I think he was my favorite at some point when I was younger. I remember seeing an Allosaurus skull in like this gift shop in Utah. I thought it was so cool. And I was like, from that point, it was like my favorite. For me too. He's still like top 5 for me at least. Chaos Theory is really cool. Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. I've seen edits of Smoothie, and that's all I know. All I know is the little purple Ankylosaurus. That's all I know from Chaos Theory. Little purple Ankylosaurus. And also that the Spinosaurus is in it. That's the only things I know. But yeah, I'll get to that point, and then maybe we can talk about it too here after I watched it. Yeah, we'll get to the stripes and everything. There actually is like kind of like tiny stripes on the Utahraptor. We'll get to that after I make sure everything looks right here. We'll probably get to that tomorrow. I'll stream again at the same time. I haven't finished Camp-Tations. I got a bit through it and I got bored. Haven't in like 3 to 4 months. Yeah, sometimes you just get burnt out watching a show. I feel it. I'll see when I get to that point. And Donis Rex knows how to make a fish, know how to build a house and talk to humans. Do know how. Dominus Rex is pretty funny. Spino, I not in chaos. Are you saying Spanos is not in Chaos Theory? Is he in is it Camp Cretaceous? My girlfriend, she likes dinosaurs. She's just not obsessed with them like I am. It's just like something I grew up with. She enjoys she enjoyed watching, I think it's called Dinosaur Train as a kid. I don't know if any of y'all know that. I didn't know about it until she showed me it. But she liked watching Dinosaur Train as a kid, and that's pretty much it. But it was really cool showing her the movies because it was her first time watching it when I showed her the movies. And yeah, her favorite dinosaur is the Ankylosaurus, and also the have you guys seen the Miniverse Jurassic Park? She really wanted one of those, so it was really cool to see that she actually like enjoys it. This is what she got. She really wanted she got confused. She thought this was a Triceratops. I like made her pick out one, and then I looked at the codes and figured it out. But it turns out it was a Spinoceratops. But she still likes it. If you shake it, there's like glitter in it. I got one myself. I got a random one because I couldn't really read the code, and it was like one of the last ones left. But it turned out to be my favorite dinosaur, the Spinosaurus. So that worked out really cool. Let me show you if I can show you. There he is. There's the Spinosaurus. And then same thing, if you shake it, there's like glitter. Mine doesn't have that much glitter in it. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They come in like a little incubator. Like, let me show you mine. Oh, I almost dropped it. But like, it's like this. It's like little nesting material, and he's in the incubator, and you close the lid. It's really cool. You hear the Utahraptors in the background? Yeah, I put Jurassic World Evolution in the background. I don't know if you heard me talking about it earlier, but I put it in the background so I can look back for reference to see what they look like. And it didn't really matter at the end because I just ended up painting the entire thing black because I was like, the undercoat is going to be black. That's just how it's going to be for mine to make it look consistent. You guys know that show? I've never heard of it. I never really heard of it until my girlfriend showed me. Oh, you guys like the Miniverse? I'm thinking about doing a video. What do you guys think? Should I do a video where like I unbox a Miniverse and like actually like put the stuff in it and everything? Because it's really cool actually, like to make them. They're just like kind of pricey for what they are. They're kind of small and they're like $15, but I wouldn't mind doing it for a video if you guys would want to see. What guys got you into dinosaurs? For me, it was a bit random. I just one day saw one of the Jurassic Park movies on Google, and dinosaurs look cool. My friend told me about them. So then I watched Jurassic Park movies and then loved them when I was a kid. Dinosaurs were my childhood, still are. That's really cool. The Gaming Beaver got me into dinosaurs. The Gaming Beaver was my childhood. That was my childhood. I love watching the Gaming Beaver growing up. Makes sense, sure. Cat C Spinosaurus runs the Philippines. What got me in? I think just as a little kid, my dad always bought me dinosaurs, toys, and I think that's just what started it. Is that I really like dinosaurs. It's a little embarrassing, but I remember being, I was really young, and my mom would tell me when I was really really little, like 2, 3, 4, that I would run around the house with like little T-Rex arms, like imitating a T-Rex, and I would say that I was a dinosaur. I mean, that should have been the early signs that I had ADHD, but here I am now. But yeah, it's been part of my childhood too. You don't remember how you got into dinosaurs? When I was a baby, I had them wrapped around a towel and had a sauropod on it. Yeah, that it could start like that. Since you're a really little kid, and you just get into it because they've just been around you. That's how it was for me too. A bit random, but I have a Parasaurolophus right here. He's just chilling. It's one of the few things I haven't gotten put away yet. But yeah, in the middle of rearranging everything. So there's not much here right now. I really want the Hammond Collection Baryonyx, but it's too expensive now because it was the first wave. I have a figure of each of my 3 favorites except Carnotaurus. I have the Allosaurus figure, Stygimoloch, but no Carnotaurus. I remember getting the Baryonyx was my first Hammond Collection figure. That was my first one. I don't even know how much he's at right now. Para was one of your favorite dinosaurs. Para was my sister's favorite. I don't know. I always thought he was a funny looking guy, but I've seen a lot of people say that that's their favorite one. What's your favorite crocodile relative from prehistoric times? Are we talking like crocodilian-like or like crocodilian relative, like Sarcosuchus? Because if we're talking like strictly like crocodiles, then it's Sarcosuchus. But if we're talking about like crocodilian-like, then it's the Spinosaurus for sure. Your first was Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus is quite the first one to have. He's so big. And the Giga and Stiggy. Yeah, he's big. That is quite the first one I have. My parents despise dinosaurs, but they didn't do it in the past. I have Hammond Collection Barry as my first not ripped off dinosaur figure. The Baryonyx was my first. What's your favorite dinosaur toy from Mattel in general? My favorite. I really like that new Spinosaurus. That new Spinosaurus figure is really cool. I think I've said it before. It's something I really wanted to have as a kid. I wish I had it as a kid, but just seeing it, I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like the way you can just charge it up and it just moves its head and bites down and also like moves its tail. I thought that one was really cool. But if we're counting the Hammond collection too, my favorite one is the Spinosaurus Hammond collection. They used to always give you rip-off dinosaurs. My parents did too. I always get those like big tubs with dinosaurs in them. But I still love playing with them. It's funny because as a kid, when I was first heard of the T-Rex, I thought it was like a big-ass dog. Big as a dog. That's funny. A T-Rex just being the size of a dog. And then you watch it in Jurassic Park 2 and you just see it eat a dog like nothing. I think we all got rip-off dinosaurs as a kid. A kid's kid. I mean, they were pretty much everywhere. I mean, because like, I don't know how much they were, but like you get a Jurassic Park 3 figure and it was like $20, and then you can go down to like your local CVS as a kid and like you ask your parents, oh, can I get that big tub of dinosaurs? And the big tub would only be like $30. It's like instead of getting one, you get a ton. I mean, as a parent, it would make a lot of sense. It's like just to get the one with more variety. Who's from the Caribbean in the chat? No idea. Dinos for kids is trash. I am from the Caribbean. Or you are? That's interesting. He was from the Philippines. When one of my parents saw that dinosaurs actually wanted, they did. Coming all the way from New Zealand here. This is really cool. Isn't it like really late in New Zealand or really early in New Zealand right now? I'm from the UK. You guys are from all over the world. That's really cool. I've heard it's really hard to collect Jurassic Park figures in the UK. I mean, I saw a lot of the difficulties when like the Gaming Beaver was talking about it. It's like you guys wouldn't even get certain figures. Korea, that's really cool from Korea. 2 p.m. noon. 2 p.m. noon in New Zealand? Oh, I guess that would make sense. 7 p.m. already. Damn, it's 7 p.m. already. Apparently I had too many. You can never have too many. Michigan from the U.S. Okay. We don't get any Hammond collection. You don't? There's no retail stores with Hammond collection. You have to get them online. 3 a.m. for you. Wow, you are up in the middle of the night. That's crazy. That does suck, having to get them online. 10 p.m. So you're, what is it, Eastern time? A lot on Amazon though, which is nice because free shipping. Yeah, that helps. I feel like it just gets rid of the fun though of like going out in the store and actually finding them. That's what I like. I don't like ordering figures. I like going to the store and finding them. Ooh. Utahraptor down. Actually, I think he's dry enough. Okay, no, I need to have the right setup. I'm like pushing it right now. I was about to go in with the second coat, but now I should wait. I should plan it out for the next stream. I am from one of the smaller Antillans in the Caribbean, and it is 10 p.m. Okay, so it's not that late. It's getting there though. Allosaurus, Digimoloch. Oh, Allosaurus, Carnotaurus, Scutosaurus, Digimolus, and hell, even Spino for 80 pound, $100 US. That's a lot. That is definitely a lot. Or is it for like? Yeah, that is a lot. Carnotaurus? You guys have Carnotaurus still in stock? Well, I mean, I guess for 100 USD. Yeah, that's still a lot. I'm your idol. I appreciate it. Thank you. What Lionel said. That's funny. I have to put my hopes into Amazon for the figure I need for my collection. Spino is 107 USD. Stygimoloch is 80 pound, which I don't know in the US. It's a lot more, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, Carno's on Amazon, it's 50 pound. So that's not bad, $67 for a Carnotaurus. But then again, the Spinosaurus is $107, so. Yeah. 20 pounds is 27. That is a lot of money for a sticky Moloch. That is crazy. Yeah, you guys are getting the short end of the stick for sure. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. I gotta do some things now. Been waiting on I've been waiting for a minute. I just didn't know when to end it. I love talking to you guys. It's been fun. So yeah, I'll stream again at the same time, and we'll finish this guy up. He's kind of already dry, but I kind of want to like think about it and come in with a plan about how I want to continue this. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time if you care to join. But I appreciate for everybody who tuned in and is watching right now. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.